Good day, Dragster Dusters! I'm Unsilent and we're on the air with more Need for Speed Underground 2. It's episode number 31 of Underground 2. Thanks for tuning in last time out. As kind of gave away in the title, we bought a new car in the episode before last, the Mazda RX-7. And in doing so, we found ourselves a nice little drag car. Finally found a drag car I like. Why the hell can't I turn the goddamn car? This is a race around Jackson Heights. We're starting with a circuit race. Oh! Well, everyone's gotten into it. The good thing is there's a little bit of catch-up logic on the game, I do believe, as well as the fact that there's lots of time. This does not seem like a short circuit, especially since it is a two-lapper. Oh! He kind of cut down towards the apex, or I guess a second apex. Now we're gonna battle with the green. I wasn't even looking to see what the hell it was. I was busy looking. Big green thing, watch where you're going. I took off a little more speed there because it looked a little more challenging than it actually was. But leaders are back in sight as we cut through the middle of Jackson Heights. And can we get the map? No, we can't get a map up right now. So you're just gonna have to pretend that I'm not talking completely out my arse. I know that'll be the exception rather than the rule. We'll tuck in behind the, I was gonna say, is it Eclipse? Looks like a Mitsubishi Eclipse, at least the taillights do. Jump cam! Just hold it down, A little catch. Whoop! He tried to cut me off there. A little tap and bump through the corner. He tried the old bump and rob, but of course, if somebody bumps into you and then wants you to get out of the car out in the middle of nowhere, you know not to get out there because it's a bump and rob. There's an old Super Dave stunt. Whoa, or I should say stunt, a Super Dave PSA in which the Super one explained, green is a Supra, in which the Super one explained how to avoid a bump and rob situation, which he did as a PSA in conjunction with the North Americans. Oh! I'm upside down. I'm on my lid. Hit that R button. Which he did with the North American Safety Association, or NASA. So he put together a little PSA with them and told you how to avoid a bump and rob, just kind of like I did. Somebody bumps into you, bumps in you, tries to get you to pull over, don't do it. I gotta fill time somehow during these races, damn it. Now we're gonna just use this to... see, here's the problem. Jump. Fortunately, the chicane helps you scrub off a bunch of speed. Oh, Christ. I did that the first lap as well, didn't I? Just come across like that. Try not to get turned into the... Oh, there. Well, that takes out some of the challenge. We're better through the middle sector of the race, right? Now this one, I have the unusual line because everyone kind of turns down. Man, that back end wants to get a little squirrely. See if we can't get in line with someone. That way we can... That way we can get some draft and get some of the nitrous meter wound up. Because you could throw a blanket over the top three here. We're all within a second. And fourth place doesn't want to... I kind of licked the stamp there and sent it. This one... Oh, I thought I was in a good position there, but apparently I was wrong. We're going to tandem draft. Well, not anymore. we had a system. Emphasis on past tense had. And let the car drift out. And we'll make that right turn. Do it like that. I like how it throws up the split right there for you. Oh, that's tighter than I thought it was going to be, so I went in a lot deep there. Bring it across. I got spooked by the street light that I thought was a car light. It did the same thing. We lost the lead in this part. Oh, I'm gonna try and up and under him. Now, oh, we're going to try and all squeeze into. We're going to try and squeeze two cars into positions that don't exist. Now this is pod racing. We're going to make an ill-advised send there. We're going to make that. We're going to be fine. We're just going to dump what's left just to see what gap we can get and across the line. So just under 2 seconds margin of victory. Not good for a rep, I'm guessing. Nah, well, $1,200 cash was good. Oh boy, that was a fun race to start off with, though. Go from third to first, the comeback. Who had led? Oh, the super. Oh yes, we turned him a little. I was trying to draft him, I swear. That Celica's fast though, man. I was the next fastest at 158, but he's 171. Like, come on. Even had the fast lap of the race. Chasing everyone down. I'm guessing he was the guy that got involved in the cab earlier, so. Oh, who's got the alligator over here? Anyway, yeah. Good race.
Chrom Flammen, need I say more? Just win, and you're on the cover.
Of what? Chrom Flammen. I was like, why does it sound like she's speaking German? But it's like, I guess she was. Chrom Flammen. It doesn't sound like I'm going through what limited knowledge of languages I have, and I'm sure most people would say, Steve, your knowledge of English is lacking. How the hell can you know any other goddamn language? And you'd not be wrong. My French is exceptionally rusty. To the point where I often joke that my Spanish and my German is better than my French. But, yeah, okay, so let's, so we got that we could do as well as the special event to Chrom Flammen. Where is it anyway? Oh, it's hiding under the performance shop. Right there. Back in the city center. So I'm just, let's, what did I say we wanted to do today? Oh, there's 2 drags left. And yeah, and then I want to do the drag and I want to do the URL, and we could toss the special event in as well. For sure. But, oops, that's not the right button. I want that button. We can make a quick swap over to the drag car. We still do have another 2 slots left, so. I gotta change the paint on that thing. I just don't know to what. Oops, that was what I wanted to add. I was going left on my D-pad and not my controller. Yeah. Oh, we want to do, where's the 2 drags? Random drag out there. I'd like to see where that's gonna take me. Where's that? Yeah, I'd like to... Nice power slide. I'd like to see where the, I'd like to try a different coat of paint, right? But it's just like, what color do you make it? What color would an RX-7... I'm going back to, obviously, Gran Turismo, right? And I'm thinking, what did I have an RX... Did I have an RX-7? What color did I have it in? Because, like, the RX-8s, I like... Oops, that's on me. Like, the RX-8s I like in red. But this, do I put it in... like, green? It seems too dark, right? I want a brighter color. And I don't want to go neon green, so it's one of those things that's like... just shut up and let me drive. Which is almost the name of a Rihanna song, right? See, I'm a little bit up on pop culture. Not much, but I try. Slow in, fast out. Oh, see? It's all about it's like when I keep telling you guys the old Jackie Stewart. It's corner exit is more important than corner entry. That's when it's the sort of stuff I mean, right? It's more important to have speed on the exit of a corner than it is speed on the entry of a corner. It's better to be faster coming out of a corner than it is coming into a corner. All those different ways that you can say will slow in, fast out. The sooner you get back to the power, the faster you go. Now, the exception to the rule is, of course, now if you're coming into a slow turn off a long straight, you want to carry that speed, especially if you're going from long straight, hard turn, short straight. And I think we've talked about this sort of thing before. But, you know, if you're going into a slow turn from a very long, fast straight, like if you're going from, like Monza, for example, right? And Monza's got that first turn, like that, the first turn is this very slow right-left chicane. They're carry the speed into that because you're coming off the fastest part of the track. Okay, Monza might not be the best example because it's coming on to another long, fast straight, but it's that sort of thing. If you're going from long straight, slow turn into a short straight, sacrifice the exit. Because you make up more time going fast into the corner than you will being fast coming out of it. Now, if you're going, like, into the long straight, then you focus on the exit, right? It's about where are you going to make up the most time. Kind of focus on that. So, drag races, you got to worry about none of that, though. So, we are going across a bridge. I believe we've done a few bridge ones here. And we're going to do another one yet again. In the rain. Towards the big sign. Alright, we're shifting at 92. Oh, over-revved a little bit. Oh, I didn't see him coming. I was busy looking at my Speedo. Ah. We're flying! Don't forget to tune into 102.5. Oh my god, somebody else is over. We're all dying. We're all dying. Oh, alright. Steve, pay more attention to the road. Got it. Oh. That was only a good shift. I just got a little anxious. Hitting the, hitting the old, shifterino. Oh, no. Oh, that was close. I've blown all my nitrous early. But that seems to have worked out well. We won by a little less than a half second, but it is what it is. 43, yeah. 43 hundredths. I wasn't paying attention, yeah, because he didn't complete the first time, and I wasn't paying attention to the timer in the top right, and I didn't look at the times, I was paying close attention to the times, I should say. Because all I saw was Michael in the 240 SX. I saw he didn't finish. That was the only things I focused on the first time around, so I didn't look at the finish time, so I didn't know what my goal was, when to dump was, so I dumped well early. No, I still got 100 rep. I didn't think I was going to get any rep for 4/10. So, let's take one quick look at the race stats. 191. It's not... You don't get wound up... Well, I dumped the nitrous early, right? So I didn't have nitrous all the way through like I usually do when I'm racing the Focus, but... Only 3 out of 5 perfect shifts, and then I chunked the shift at was it this one or the last one? Where I chunked the shift at the start and hit the red line. That's the thing that kills you, is you just... Yeah. I would have been so much... I would have gotten the half second if I didn't hammer into the red line in first, so... Okay, that's not the game. It sounds like there's roadworks happening in front, right outside my window. Hang on a second. I'm gonna look into that. I'll be right back. It was Well, I was going to say it was roadworks crew, but it was street sweeper. It is raining right now, and it's raining at an okay clip. It's not... I mean, we just got a monsoon on Sunday, I want to say? So I'm recording this on a Thursday, so we've had rain... God, how much rain have we had? We have had a lot of rain over the last... Saturday, Sunday, Monday... I think Tuesday and Wednesday were dry, and now it's raining again today, so... What's that, 4 of the last 6 days we've had rain, so... I don't know why they're sending out a street sweeper. All the dirt and shit's has been, well, swept away by the rain, so... Let's do a special event. Now it wants me to find this shortcut, so let's find the shortcut there. So, yeah, so that's kind of like... If you wanted a Northern Ontario weather update. Like, do I just drive through the greenhouse? Yep. A nice looking greenhouse, I'll give it that. I'm trying to think, I don't think I've ever seen anything like so fancy. The closest thing I could think of is the Butterfly Conservatory in Niagara Falls, which has a not too dissimilar big glass dome. Been a long time since I've been... Well, it's been a long time since I've been to Niagara Falls. I was going to say, been a long time since I've been to the Butterfly Conservatory. Been a long time since I've been to Niagara Falls, too. Last time I was in Niagara Falls was when I was down in Southern Ontario, down in Toronto for my friend's wedding, Mr. MGP. I went to see that IndyCar race with, 2-3 years ago. It's before they introduced the new Universal Aero Kit. It may have been last year, second to last year, so... I'm hoping I can convince him to go next year if Fernando Alonso's running IndyCar. I doubt he will be. I imagine he'll run the 500, but I don't know past that. Hell, I don't even know where Hinchcliffe's going to be next year. As of recording, all I know is that his sponsor isn't happy with him for doing the ESPN body issue. And he did that because he was also showing off... He was showing off scars that he had gotten from his Indy crash a few years ago, the one where the piece of the suspension pierced through his thigh and into his abdomen, and he nearly bled to death. Alright, special event time. 320. We got a... For Chrom Flammen. Wait, where's the finish? Where am I? I was gonna say, I need this so I could get back to the highway. Now let's see how fast we can get the... No, didn't quite hit the turn as well as I'd hoped, but oh well, we'll make it work. Not as much traffic as I was expecting. Alright, that's good. Is it all the way at the top? It's all the way at the top. Oh. I was expecting to need to hustle, just held on to that. That felt really loosey-goosey there. Now, it's a fast way. Left or right? Left or right? Left or right? Left. I don't agree with that video game, but I'll take your word for it for once. Hit the brakes because, you know, you're coming up to this chicane here. We've already fumbled at it a couple times. This feels like I'm playing Gran Turismo 1 right now, you know? Just the way the back end keeps wanting to kick out on it. The way the wheels keep spinning. And this feels like I'm playing GT1. I'm not sure if I like it or not. That was something I wanted to do on the channel at one point. Let's go back and... I've never beaten Gran Turismo 1. I think I've beaten 2 and 3. No, not 1. And so I wanted to, like, go back and, like... Even if it's just do the GT World Championship races... And go back and do the Enduros. Because what would they have had? They would have had Grand Valley 300K, And the Route 11, Special Stage Route 11 All-Nighters 1 and 2. In GT3 Route 11, I learned, like, I figured out Route 11. That was one of my better tracks in GT3. And now, like, all of the good classic circuits, it's like all the good classic circuits aren't even in GT Sport. It seems like such a goddamn waste. There, score it with time to spare.
You did it. You got yourself on the cover of Chrom Flammen.
Chrom Flammen. It feels like it's Chrom Flammen. Actually, that's not a bad picture right there. With the car in the background. I actually kind of like it. It looked better in my head. Because I wasn't, oh, .de, it is Yerman. Just slide that to the right a bit, and I think you got it a little better. Yeah, that's okay. Nope, and picked up for the win. We pick up $500 dues, and we also found a hidden race. And decline. Oh, it doesn't put it on the map if I do that. Ah, interesting. But we do have a circuit there. We know. But we were going to go do the URL. We're going to do that as well. So I assume if we just go back whence we came. I almost said from whence. Apparently, after Steve makes fun of his linguistic skills, apparently whence, you don't need to say from whence, because whence grammatically includes the from in there in its meaning. Things I wouldn't have guessed, but hey, I forget where I picked that up along the way. So I'm always looking up for proper grammar when I'm writing emails and memos and stuff at work. So probably somewhere along there. Whence doesn't seem like something that I would include in a memo or something. I'm just a goddamn accountant. It's like, there's seldom situations where you would have to include whence or something similar when you're in accounting. I mean, the extent of it would probably be related to ownership and how you account for something related to ownership or changes of ownership or potential future changes of ownership. In such an instance, I'm specifically referring to like things like lease with a bargain purchase option or leases of equipment and who's paying for what with regards to installation costs and then, deinstallation costs? Is that a word? Removal might be a more, like, real word. I kept joking at my last job that I've got to commit everything to a cheat sheet. All the basics of accounting that people should know if you're running a company or in management at a company. Explain the basics of how everything is accounted for and then kind of detail all the important shit after that. I'll just go straight for a little bit. It'll be fine. So, like, something like... I was going to say cash, but cash is pretty easy. Cash isn't as simple as, like, cash for business. Let's go account... Steve does Accounting 101 now, right? Okay. Cash isn't as simple as cash, right? It's not cash on hand plus cash in the bank. It's also... Oh, okay, fine. Turn off there. It's also plus any outstanding deposits. So if you go to the bank on the last day of reporting period and they haven't quite recorded that deposit in time, then you get to include that. But that would doesn't matter whether it counts as cash on hand or cash in the bank, it's still cash. And then there's also outstanding checks, which is any payments, like if you cut a check, I know, how many people have checks, right? Outstanding checks, you're not allowed to count as cash you have because you've already committed it elsewhere via a check. So if I've written a check to a vendor for $5,000, I'm not allowed to count that in my cash because I've already committed that, and they haven't. Just because they haven't cashed a check doesn't mean I have that money. It's a bad way to do business if you're just spending money you don't have. That's why you count outstanding checks as money you don't have. Because, okay, I've got $10,000 left. Of course I could cut this check. Oh, wait, somebody hasn't cashed this check for $5,000. Not a good way to run a business. There. It's a little business management tips there. And accounting tips. Yeah, all right, yeah, let's, we're switching to focus, right. All right. You are, oh, that's, have we done this one before? I don't remember. It's an interesting layout, right? Because it's got that weird thing in the middle here, the weird arch here. Kind of comes out. I don't know whether I'd like this more. Yeah, I think I'd like it more running anti-clockwise. Because either way, this is rhythm section is going to be stupid. You get up, you get down through here, and then you just hit through here, fly through the chicane, hard braking here. As opposed to here, where it's, you know, it's like fly through here and hard through the chicane and then hard braking for that 90 right. It's much more fun to go into the hairpin. Gives you a lot more options when you're looking at it from a racecraft perspective. But yeah, let's do it to it. We had a little bit of a crash there. So we're backing up and running. That was unexpected. Now this is, because we crashed, I went and took a look. This is Airport Track 6, and I've not unlocked it in Quick Race, so I would assume that means that, in fact, I have not raced here before. Oh my goodness, I've crashed into someone. That was... Brake at the 1. Oh, need a little more brake. Just make some corrective boost there. Now, let's see. Keep an eye on Colleen. That was not a chicane. That's just like literally a change lanes. I think I broke it about the 3, but I could be wrong. Oh, that wasn't as tight as it looked on the map. And it shows. Alright. We're learning. It's a learning experience here. Broke it to 3. Wasn't expecting it to come back around there. Should have known. Alright, there we go. Now the question is... how slow do you go through here? Okay. 1... and change was a little too slow. Alright. Alright, let's let the focus go by and draft him. Screw it. We're gonna let the focus go by and we're gonna draft Gary. I'm SpongeBob, you're Gary. That's how shit works. God damn it, Gary, get out of the way. Lost time tucked up behind Gary. Okay, well, we're halfway home. Braking at the 2 seemed a little better that time, except for the part where I left myself all sorts of out of shape. So I got some boost for my best lap time. We're 2 seconds behind Colleen and in no danger of catching up right now. There we go. That went considerably better this time. We're just letting it stay wound up. We'll break it 2 this time. I still managed to lose. Well, no, we're gaining time here. And we know that she stands on the brakes when it comes to the chicane. So we're going to make up time through the chicane a little bit. We're much smoother through there. Had a little gas going up the hill. Could have held an apex there. Bring it back out there. That, just like that. That was much better through there. We're putting it all together right now. That's fun when you got 4 laps to figure out a track, right? Like, no track walk or nothing. Brake just before the 2 this time. Now, here we go. We are in the driver's seat right now. She's going to gas up a little bit with the nitrous. That's fine. We're going to... Bang! Oh. Would you classify that as sending it? Maybe. Just a bit. It was pretty close. Make that late move. Here we go. Try and get it to come around. There. Hit the juice and across the line. Woo! Ah, it's a tournament race. Of course it's a tournament race. And just when I was thinking, hey, we did good there, didn't we? Nope. We did well. We did well enough. Oh, Gary got Colleen for P2. I imagine Colleen thinks I sent it a little hard there. Alright, 1 down. How many to go? We'll be starting from mid-pack this time. Bye. No track maps, so we gotta figure it out as we go along. Little bump this time. We'll get, the Super will try and send us to Narnia there. I see Gary right in front of us. And they'll all well, everyone will crash. He's in the wall! They're both in the wall! They're all in the wall! I forget what V8 supercar race that's from, but that is a V8 supercar's call.
Oh no! He's in the fence! They're both in the fence! They're all in the fence! Oh! Unbelievable!
And they're going to use the boost to get a little bit of... This seems very familiar in places, doesn't it? We're gonna hit line. We're gonna just stay in line. Except for right here, where we got a brake at 4. And that's gonna be hard to judge how successful that was, just simply because I was all sorts of out of shape. And this is at 100. Nope. Notice how I'm just staying in and just farming nitrous meter. Because I think that should be a priority, so let's break at the 2. Not quite. I'm not sure if I should have broke it a little earlier and gotten on the gas harder, or maybe I should have. Let's stay in line. Is Colleen ahead of us? Yeah, okay. We know we got her on brakes. We know we got her in the twisty bits. We got her in the rhythm sections. Oh, she spun of her own volition. I mean, I wasn't exactly in control there either, but... There we go. Get all that exit speed happening. Just a kiss of the wall. Nothing too major. Where are we? Past the halfway point? Oh, again, a kiss of the wall. That was more than a kiss. That was like full-on Frenching the wall there. that was a little peck on the cheek. They're behind, slowly gaining, slowly gaining. I'm not too worried yet, because it's L1, or I guess coming to L1. That was well taken. One place I didn't want to kiss the wall. A little too slow through there, and I lost just a little time clipping the curb there. But we kept it cleaner through the downhill. How I survived that, I don't know. We'll gas it through third gear, up into fourth. And again, if you look at the top right, we're just pulling ever so slight. Oh, are we? We're about even. But that's fine, because I've got all the nitrous in the world as long as I completely cock this up. Brake at 5, just to make sure I don't completely cock this up. There we go, across the line. 8 more points added to tally. Ooh, Gary finished P last. That's going to give me about 6 points of breathing room here. So, because Colleen finished third in the last race for 4 points, and second here for 6 points. So, we're in okay shape. So, we finish fourth or better in the next one. If there's a next one? Nope, there isn't a next one. I was going to say, the next one, if we finish fourth or better, we'll clinch by 1. So, don't even have to worry about that. Or if Colleen doesn't win, we wouldn't have had to... We would just had to finish the race. So 300 rep 5,000 bank. That's not too... Oops, that was the B button, not the A button. Yeah. Take a look at the race stats. Not the fastest car. In fact, the second slowest car. Coincidentally enough, Colleen, who finished second, was also the... was only car slower. Doesn't have to be fast in a straight line, just has to be fast where it counts. What the hell, 52s? My fast lap was, okay, 55.07. So 55.1. No, the Colleen, exact same lap time. 52.9, 55 flat, and 53.3. Oh, and 52 flat, come on. I've complained about that in the past, though. Like, it doesn't make a difference to me, but it just feels like, it feels a little cheap. That's all I'm going to say. Now, what have we got? New inventory in the car lot. So we've unlocked another car in the car lot. So, what is there still to go? Because, hang on, let's take a quick look at this. We got 2 more. We got to get 1 more DVD cover, 1 more URL, and 2 more world events. And I assume the 2 world events will unlock the, it'll unlock the URL, so... then we gotta throw some more random bullshit on here. Not looking forward to doing that, but... is what it is. I don't get much say in the matter. But, we'll figure that out. Next time on, hang on, do you want to do an...
Hey kid, go back to the scooters. This is where races hang out.
Ah, there we go. We got by the, we have the lead. We have gotten the lead over the Golf, the GTI. I didn't see where the turn was, so... oh, no, that's not a turn either. I'm giving up time so I can find a turn so I can go back to the garage. Is there a time limit on these things? As I feel like I've just made a mistake.
6 hours later.
And I'm head on into the wall. He's going the wrong way.
Oh, dog, you was savage, man. You threw it down out there, boy.
Alright, so after a couple of weeks of doing that, we're finally ready to end the episode. So until we see you again, I'm Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new. Share on social media, follow on social media. The social media handle is Unsilent on Air, and that is for Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr. Don't forget you can check out more NFS U2 in the playlist. It's on the screen in the description down below, and more videos anytime on the channel page. And until the next time, I'm Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me. Like, share, subscribe, and we will see you next time.